What do we want? Why are we here? Well, if you're on this channel, if you clicked onto this link, it's probably because you want money, first and foremost, for your business. Your small business has suffered a loss. It went through COVID. It needs an EIDL loan, an EIDL grant, or PPP. One of those three things, more than likely. That's why you're here. So you want money. But with money, we're going to need something else. So you're also looking for an answer. You need an answer to one of your questions. Why don't I have it? Where is it at? How do I get it? That's why we're here. And I want to ask that you like, subscribe, click that notification button so that when I get information out, you can get the information that you need in. Thanks for watching Speak and See. And somebody say, hey, I want my 10K. Somebody, give it to me. Somebody, give it to me. Somebody. Yeah. Somebody say, hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Give it to me. Me and my friends. Okay, so have you ever been in line at like a Walmart or a grocery store and there's somebody in front with only like one item, but they're tying up the whole line and there's no other lines available. So they're tying up the whole line. They have a question with the cashier. They're having a problem with their purchase and the cashier is trying to get in touch with the manager and the line is backed up from the candy section that your kids are looking at to the meat department in the back. And everybody's looking around like, why are we just waiting for this one person instead of sending them to a customer service? Well, what just happened with the SBA is they said it was kind of like, it was like that. However, somebody said, okay, wait, they opened up lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. I can take someone over here. Line 5 is open. If you guys want to go down the that line, they just opened up that line too. Line 4 is open. Kind of like that. They opened up 7 more lines for everybody to go in, and now we have all these lines moving. All the lines are moving now, instead of just one big tied up line. Because what just happened with the SBA is there's 7.5 times more employees, which means the lines have opened up. You're going to be seeing faster approvals now. You're going to be seeing more declines now, but we're going to be starting to see things happening, which is amazing news. So here's the good news. With that, there's going to be many more approvals. Here's the bad news. With that, there's going to be many more denials. What's happening here is you're getting in line faster. It's not an automatic approval. It means you're going to get an answer faster than you would have had you waited. So you might not wait 2 months for an answer. You may only wait 2 weeks for an answer. But it also means that your answer may not be the one you want. And if it's not the one you want, please calm down. They just might need a little bit more information. And where you may have had to, in the past, wait 2 months to get declined and then wait another month to get an answer, now you may have to wait 2 weeks to get declined, but then wait another week to get responded back. So all in all, what's happening here is they're speeding up the process, which is great, which is amazing. And I'm here to help you all through it. I'm here to give you guys answers and try to get things corrected that we can correct so that you can get paid. And with that said, guys, yesterday we had a very fruitful live stream with a Q&A with questions and answers. For many of you have gotten some answers to your questions, and I gave a tier 2 number out. I'll give that number out again. You need to call that number if you have any questions regarding your application. And let me remind you that if you call that number on the tier 2, which I gave you, please have your application number ready, because those tier 2 agents are there and they will want that app ready. And if you don't have it ready, you're making somebody else wait, like you would be the one waiting if somebody else did not have it open or their application ready for you. So let's try to make this process as fast and as smooth as possible as we can for them. Oh yeah, and by the way, I finally got funded. The money is now showed up in my bank account this morning. Thank you, Jesus. We appreciate that. And it's been about a 1.5-month process, and I can't honestly blame I have to take about 10 days of that, maybe 2 weeks of that as personal blame. I'd like to give a shout out to my loan officer,
Jeff, we'll just say Jeff, I appreciate all you did, brother. Thank you for what you've done. I haven't really got to speak to him a lot late or anything like that, but I know he was behind the scenes, and it's always that behind the scenes worker that does things for you that really just never gets the gratitude that they deserve. So I just want to thank him out there right now for all you're doing. Thank you, Jeff, and all you loan officers out there that are out there working for the small businesses. We appreciate you because of the times where I've faltered in the occasion where I didn't get my insurance on time. I didn't have my insurance ready. That took 4 days. I didn't go to my portal to check it out to see if I needed to make any changes or if there were new paper documents I needed to sign. I didn't check that out. That took about 2 days. So I'm about 6 days flawed on that as well. So it took me about a month and a week, maybe 35 days around from the time I put the loan application in, the reconsideration for the 24 months, to the time that I was actually got funded in the bank with the money literally sitting in the bank right now. I've been declined on 4 or 5 times, and I know that it's heartbreaking. It's gut-wrenching when you're hoping to get that letter saying approved and it's not. But hang in there, and for all you are that approved, way to go, because you are approved, because you have hung in there, and we are going to keep hanging in there, and we are going to, right now, we're going to be focusing a lot of attention now on that policy map once again. We had been putting out a lot of information on that before. We've pretty much dismantled the thing. We just need our politicians now to line up with it and get the legislative action to line up with that policy map so that you can all get your 10K. I have gotten so many comments and so many good reviews, good comments on I got my 10K, I got my 5K, I'm getting my idle loans, and I've heard a lot of also I've got declined as well. So with that said, this is a month where we are going to be seeing up the pace is just moving and moving and moving. So stick in there, hang in there. I will be here to help you. I am actually going to try to get in contact with the loan officer today that worked on my case to get some good questions and some good answers for you guys out there. So those questions that you all have had for me that I have not been able to answer because I am not inside the SBA, I may be able to get some good answers for you today as far as clearing up some of those miscommunications and confusion that you are being denied for. A lot of unverifiable information, a lot of, I had my money going to a bank account like a Chime or a FinTech, and then it was there, then they rejected it, so the money was there, it was great, but then it got pulled out. Oh, that would be so heart-crunching. I can't even think of how that would feel. I mean, my heart just goes out to all of you, and just to let you know that we are not going to stop pushing for this. We are not going to stop working for you. I want to thank right now Jason McElhone. Quick shout out to him for all he's been doing, guys. The guy's been a trooper. He has been a bloodline for a lot of what we're seeing now. He has been part of this action that we've taken in order to get things to move faster and in order for you to get your $10,000 grant. So a big shout out to him right now. Once again, guys, somebody say, hey, I want my 10K.
Somebody, give it to me. Somebody.